Covering all things LEGO, from Minneapolis to Fiverton and LEGO cities beyond. It's Breaking News.
Welcome back to Breaking News. I am Jason. This is Alex. And if you like LEGO and F1, and you remember a time when you could buy a collectible minifigure and it came with more than just the head, this could be a channel for you.
Oh, yeah. We've got some news.
What's going on here, Alex? I got some new LEGO news that came out this week. I don't know what it's related to.
I don't know either.
You're looking rather good today.
It's been hard to think outside the box. Yes.
So I showed up today at Alex's, and I sent him a text a couple days ago. I said, I have a good idea.
I was like,
and I think he gets worried when he hears that.
There we go, yeah.
You know, what kind of things have come up when I've told you I have good ideas?
Well, some good stuff have come from it. Like the paddles have been good.
The paddles?
The paddle that I can't reach right now.
I'll get it for you. Here.
Hey, I got it. There we go.
It's like stop and go. Stop, go.
Boop, 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 boop.
We've had shirts.
Oh,
shirts.
And away they go. We had
segment?
shirts.
Are we driving?
The food segment. So are you supposed to be the Dodgers? Is that what this is supposed to be?
Yeah, see, we got
Dodgers
blue and
Giants?
white, and there was less orange in the can than I thought. So that's
I thought he was a Williams and I was a McLaren, is what I thought. But
and I don't know what that means, so whatever.
Now we know. So for baseball fans and Formula One fans, there we go. So yeah, that was part of the big news.
LEGO is leaning, not a little bit, but very hard into F1 this year.
They are. They're all in now with all the teams. There you go.
If you remember, there were a couple weeks ago we talked about it, and I said, I think there's going to be a CMF and it's going to be heads only. And you're like, no, they wouldn't do that.
So because
didn't they, I think on the A-Fool podcast, they were saying it was going to be just like the drivers.
Yeah.
And I said, no, I think it's going to be cars with heads. And you're like, there's no way.
And
what happened this week?
No, well, so the good of it is that there was a real race car driver announced, but only one. So there's only one. Okay, so this makes it two official drivers that they made, I think.
Okay.
Because they did Ayrton Senna.
And that was about 6 months ago, I want to say that came out.
And now they're doing Nigel Mansell, his 1992 Williams.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, heck yeah. I didn't know about that one until after I'd made my video announcement. And I went, oh, man, there's lots of great stuff. I'm excited. I have to get the Ferrari, the 1/8 scale Ferrari.
Yeah.
Technic. I got to get Nigel's car. I want all of the speed champions. Dude, they
10
did
speed champions.
They did the wider rear wheels finally. Wow. How long? That took way too long. I'm sorry. And they did it on the Nigel Mansell's car.
We don't have wider rear wheels, sorry. This is about the quality you get here.
This is like, the smell of the paint is...
I did warn him when I brought it in. I said the paint is dry, but the fumes are not.
Lots of good fumes going on.
I think he's gonna be entertaining this episode.
I hope you guys can hear me. Hopefully my mic is not getting hit.
Just put your head in the hole and talk. Here you go. We'll just do it this way.
All right, there we go.
Is that better?
This is more reminiscent of the minifigs that were the CMF.
This is the CMF.
Not the CMF. They call them collectibles, right? Yeah. They're called collectibles.
Are you gonna get them?
Do you even have to ask me that?
Oh, you are. Okay. They're F1, so you're going to. No? No, seriously, are you?
No, I'm not getting them. Why would I get them? There's nothing to get.
No, there's 20. I think they're 28 pieces, and the poly bag, like they have a McLaren one. I saw it last night at Walmart. It's 58 pieces. The $5.
Wow.
I'm like, oh, wait a second.
That's I don't know. I mean, okay. First off, I am thrilled. I am excited. I think the city sets is kind of like why. I mean, it kind of goes for the all age groups to get them all excited. So because they did Duplo. They did City, they did Speed Champions and Collectibles, and Technic.
Wait, they made F1 car and City and...
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. When are they going to announce the Friends F1 cars?
Probably.
They did the space. I'm just saying.
You know what? Just a matter of time. I have an itch. Okay. All right. Back in my cockpit here. So I'm excited about most of it. Very excited about most of it. And the thing is that, and I know it's a regional thing. You know, it's not as popular here in the States, but it's getting there. I mean, this is all the stuff that they revealed in Las Vegas for the Las Vegas Grand Prix.
Yeah.
And that, which is exciting. So saw some cool vehicles there revealed. But the Speed Champions, looking at, and I don't have them in hand, obviously, but there are some better details. And I'm not talking about just the bigger rear wheels, but they didn't do that on the Technic vehicle. They didn't do that. Like you did it on Speed Champions. They did it on the Nigel Mansell scale one. But they didn't do it on the 1/8 scale. It just seemed like it was pretty obvious that you would do it there. Whatever.
All right.
Here, regardless, I'll still get it.
So I have an agree to disagree about this topic. I want to ask you, get your paddle ready.
Got it.
So the statement is, you don't show it yet, otherwise you've already agreed.
Okay, go.
The statement is, Lego should have made a smaller number of Speed Champions in the series. Because they did 10 cars at once, right? That are all F1. So is that is too many cars, is I guess the statement. There are too many in this one series.
Okay.
Okay?
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
We disagreed.
Yeah.
Yay!
I think 10 is a lot.
It is a lot, but what are their options?
I don't know,
just
make
do
5?
No. Because if they did that, they tick everybody off. Because here's the deal. And I like this. I like that they do this, and the reason why I like it is because...
How many Speed Champions do they normally come out in a wave? I don't remember.
4 or 5?
Well, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, this seems like it's way more than normal. Sorry about the fumes.
Yeah.
We're going to hear some crazy stuff from Alex today.
So here's the deal. What was I saying?
And Nunes is off the track!
Into the gravel. Just call me Lance Stroll. Sorry. I don't think anyone's a Lance Stroll fan. If you are, I'm so sorry. Irregardless, I like it because you can just, if you're not a fan like myself, not that I'm an ultra fan or a super fan, but I like Formula One in general. And while I have my favorite teams or favorite drivers, I will still get them all because I think they're cool. But let's say that you just like Aston. Get an Aston. If you just like Ferrari, which will be most people, they'll get their Ferrari. Or the Red Bull. They'll get their favorite car and their team. And they'll probably buy 2 of them. Like, I got to have the sister car, so they'll buy 2 of one, you know? And that's great. So I think
But why not do it like you do half of them in January and then half in June?
They got to ride the wave, man. They got to ride the wave. And who's to say which ones come out first? They can't just come out the popular ones like, okay, like the top teams will come out first. You know, they got to switch them around. But no, I like it because it gives everybody the option to get it. Because they're going to get it, they're going to get it. If they're going to do it, just do them all at once. I don't know. I like it. That's all I'm saying. But I like it because they're all out there. None of this like, why did they come out with this car first? Why are they holding on to that car first? Why are they doing it that way? They can't win, is what I'm trying to say. But no, I agree with Lego coming out with all of them. But it also makes me feel that, hey, they're getting all the Speed Champions out. There's something else coming. It's not just going to be that. It's going to be something else. No. I didn't mean that way. Something else related to Formula One, right? That's all I'm saying. Something else. So, and I don't know what that is, but we shall see. But yeah, maybe they will come out with race car drivers. Not just, maybe they come out with like a Champions edition of collectible minifigures where it's everybody who's had a world championship victory or just, I don't know, it's just something like that. It doesn't have to be the current drivers in the cars. It can be just past drivers. We have Ayrton Senna, we have Nigel Mansell. Let's get some other legends in there. That'd be cool. Right? That's all I'm saying. I think I'm gonna go into the pits. All right, and yeah, right. And I'm gonna get into my other car.
Are we done?
I think we're done with these. Okay. These are cool, Jason. I will say that was. I mean, I didn't want your efforts to go unappreciated here.
Oh, I just thought it would be fun.
The fumes on these are.
I get it.
All right.
Okay.
All right. That was fun. Good job.
Okay.
Good job. That was great. Did you guys like that segment? That was good. Now that we're not done talking about F1, what else do we want to talk about?
Do you want to talk about the collectible cars or
That-
whatever they're calling
yeah,
them. Is
Earl-
that okay.
Earl
the
told me, yeah, Earl's
CMF
expecting-
of cars. Well, do we need a statement here? Or
I don't know. Do we like
the
here,
collectible mini cars are a winner.
Well, this I don't want to be a jerk here and say like, oh, they're awful. I can't believe they came out with these, and they're not even collectible minifigures. But they're in the boxes. They're in the CMF boxes.
Yes, they are.
Like what? And there's nothing. Okay, so
Go ahead. I'll let you rant, and then I will give my ranting opinion because
I'm
I have
trying-
very strong.
I'm trying to be
opposition
fair
it.
here, right? And because it's almost as if they were like, you guys have to do something collectible wise, but it can't be the real drivers. They can't like, well, we're gonna have generic minifigures in the Speed Champions. You're tying our hands here, Lego leader people. Just like what are we
They don't
supposed to do
want
with
to pay
these?
everybody.
Yeah, well, sure, and that's what I appreciate is because the cost would go crazy if it was really the collectible minifigures in there that are drivers. What I'm trying to say is that
Well, and
they
we
tried.
know they're financially hurting. Lego is.
Yeah, their bottom line is struggling. We all know that. Whew. But what was I saying? But I think if I was placed in that situation where like you come out with collectibles, but they can't be the minifigures, and you're like, well, I'm not going to come out with more generic minifigures that are just wearing the helmet of a McLaren logo or whatever. I can't do that. So let's just do the next best thing. Let's do a Happy Meal prize. So they came out with Happy Meal prizes that have the logos of the teams, and that's the only thing that's special about them is that they have the colors. And it's not even the logos. I think the helmets just have striping
Yeah, I think
that are the colors of the team.
And I don't think it's an actual minifigure head. I think it's
No, it's
like
not.
a
There's no
blank head.
face in it. It's a monochromatic. Yeah.
Just put
And-
a smiling Lego head in there.
No, it is a Happy Meal prize. And they say, collect all 12. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I'm mathing here, and that doesn't add up. So they do 2 generic ones with weird colors. Yeah. You know, it's just like, you talk about disappointment. Like, let's say you are a gung-ho F1 fan, and you get a 6-pack, and 3 of them are one of those weird ones that are not even real teams. You're like, well, I'm a winner. You know, that's really disappointing. So I totally see that happening. And I'm not dogging on it 100%. I'm just saying that as adult fans of Lego, we're not going to collect them. They're disappointed. They're Happy Meal toys. Give them to your little kids. They'll enjoy them and play with them and lose all the pieces in a day.
In which case, do kids care if it's whatever team?
No.
They just red
Probably
car,
not.
blue car, orange car. They're not going to know.
And
It's
they'll mix up all the
Mercedes or
pieces.
whatever.
I liked
They'll probably
what
get a couple and make a bigger real size car. Because it's only 20 pieces.
Yeah, but Duplo did it better. Duplo did it better. Did you see the Duplo set?
I didn't see the Duplo one.
So they came out, and it's like what they did is they're interchangeable. So you have 3 heads, which are about 4x4 bricks, and they have like different heads, and they're different skin tones too. Like there's 3 different skin tones that you can use, but that's it. There's 3 drivers they have with, and they have all of the elements: the wings, the front wings, and the rear wings. I think that you can interchange with the vehicle, so you can race 3 at a time, and you can just interchange them. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. It's great for your little kids, your little tykes, your toddlers who play and get excited about Formula One. The next level up is disappointing because that's the collectibles. That's your Happy Meal prize, right? Go buy yourself a Happy Meal or a Wendy's.
But maybe
kids
their
meal,
idea, I mean,
it.
I guess as you're laying this out, maybe their thinking is it's not for us. It's for someone goes to the store and little Johnny, who's not into Duplo, he's into regular Lego and he likes cars.
That's
just buy that.
That's
And
the market.
That must be what they're doing.
That's the market. Yep.
So
Absolutely.
I'm sorry they don't care about you anymore, Alex.
Well, it is all about me, as you guys know. But hey, look, they did great with the Speed Champions. I'm excited about the Speed Champions. I'm excited about the detail of the vehicles. They're a greater detail. I love the wider rear wheels. I also like that they did the different tire types, the soft and the medium and the hard. That was really cool, and it seemed kind of random. I was like, I like that. They didn't just go like, okay, they're all like generic black, racing flats, right, or slicks. There's no wets or full wets or intermediates, which is fine, whatever. But no, I appreciated that. But there is one thing that is awful, and obviously you know it, and you guys know it, and that is those things look like they have like 50 to 60 stickers. And I'm not talking about big stickers that are easy to apply. I'm talking about tiny little stickers of the dumbest sponsors that are imaginable to put on these things. And I said this in my video, right? I was like, this is so Like, but they have to do it. They have to do it. I get that. But, I mean, in 5 years' time, you're like, what is this sponsor? They don't even exist anymore as a company. You know? Like WorldCom on my 2002 Williams F1 racer. What else is on there? HP or something like that. There's like, we're companies like, and they're the main sponsors of the car. And like, this company hasn't existed for 20 years. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying that's going to happen with the Speed Champions, but I'm just saying things get dated. The cars will be dated. The guy at the show, at the Las Vegas race said, like, yeah, we just have to take a snapshot of the car in that time, and that's their 2025 car. But the livery could be completely different, right? Except for Ferrari, you know, and probably Red Bull a little bit. But you look at cars, and they have changed their livery drastically over the years, right? I mean, look at McLaren. I mean, they used to be this shiny chrome silver, and now they're black and orange. There's my rant.
You're done?
I'm done.
For those of you that aren't F1 fans, let me translate. They made cars, and they put just a head in it, and they're not drivers. I don't really know. But I do have an issue with it, Alex, and I'm surprised you didn't bring this up.
Remind me.
They took our idea. We were getting ready to launch our line.
They stole our idea?
Yes. We had our line that was going to come out, the Breaking News collectible figures with Alex and Jason in there.
Wow.
You see the color scheme is similar.
That is brilliant. That is brilliant.
But not only that, we know the adult market. Here, I'll let you play. I know you want to play.
I know, I want to so bad.
So we know the adult market, and, you know, there are issues that a lot of us have with what do we have issues with?
Wait, with what?
It's not money, it's
space.
So we have a micro line with just the head coming out of the car.
That is brilliant. Brilliant. $1 billion idea there.
$5 right there, right?
I love it. Super micro.
Which one will you get in the box? There you go. There's your micro build and mock.
I love it. I love it, man. That is awesome.
Yes, Lego stole our idea. No.
They did. They stole your idea because this I didn't come up with this. That's awesome. I love. Man, these are cool, dude. See, at the very least, they could have just done a real face.
That's what I'm saying. At least do a smiley face under the helmet. Come on. You can't afford the print of a smile and 2 dots. Jeez. So
2 dots and a smile.
We have Team McLaren and Team Oswald. Oh, don't look at that. It came apart. It's got structural integrity issues.
Oh, man. Yeah.
There you go.
Very cool, man. I like it. I love it. Nice job, man. That is very well done. Except the rear wheels are just as wide as the front wheels. What are you going to do, man? What are you going to do?
I'm not going to do anything.
No, but I love it. These are brilliant. Yeah. That's
okay.
So cool.
So this is what I brought. What did you bring to the episode today, Alan?
I brought my sparkling personality. No, I bring nonsense is what I bring. You know what? So are we done with the Formula One news?
Probably.
It might come up later.
We may have lost a lot of audience, but it's okay. This is on your channel.
Yeah.
Well, at least we hope it's on your channel. Do we need to talk about that?
Well, yeah, apparently
last week's episode was delayed.
I yammered on a little bit too much about weird stuff. I did, man. I was watching that episode, I'm like, man, I am just going off about whatever just pops in my little brain. And I apologize. What's that apology tour you have to do when you tick off your audience? And I go, what I said was too much, and I'm so sorry. But people like it when we go over time.
Oh, no, I didn't
they
have
love
a
it.
problem with
But it did pose a challenge because he was trying to send a file to me, and which I got. I received it. It took a bit to upload it.
Well, it said it was in your inbox, but you couldn't download it.
It was downloading it, and it would get to about a certain point, like halfway through, like an hour into it, and it would just say done. I'm like, oh man. So I would do it. I did it 3 times. I'm like, okay, this ain't happening, man. Just put it on your channel. So that's why we had 2 straight weeks of Jason's Brooks in 5.
I think we had that one other time when we very first started. I think it was when I was traveling, and we had some miscommunication. We had some
problems with it,
anyway.
but hey, you know what? I will say our track record is pretty darn good as far as being on time when we say we want it to be, published.
There's been a couple times where it's been touch and go.
Yeah,
But
just a number of times. But
I thought the one when I was in Florida, it wasn't going to upload in time because it told me.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, you have 4 hours left. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, ain't going to happen.
And then it was there.
Well, you know, we have a pretty robust staff, and there's a lot of people working behind the scenes, as you guys know, and to make all this work. And sometimes, despite all of their best efforts and the mass amount of people and in front office and back office and lawyers and all that stuff that we have working for us.
What he means is we fired those lazy people that didn't do their job.
Man, what a great... we are awesome. That's all I got to say.
Wow.
So we are... Hey, you know what? It is what it is, and we're not going to apologize for that. But I guess
we try.
Well, I mean, we'll apologize for the delay because you know it is disappointing when you're like, "Hey, this is supposed to be on now, but it's not. What's up with that?"
Yep.
Anyway,
came to steal some gummy bears there, Jimmy.
I guess.
You guess.
They've been these guys have been purposely hidden, and that's why they've lasted so long. Because this kid now likes them.
Uh-oh.
And they were in the pantry open for a while, so they're a little stale, but they're still edible.
All right.
But a little chewy. Chewy. What does he sound like? Anyway. All right, let's talk about news. Other news. City news.
City news. We have collection news.
Collection news, everyone.
Do you want to go? You got the biggest news.
Man, I actually have real news, if you can believe that. So, the rebuild. It has begun, and there should be a video on my channel already of the clean slate by now. I was so anxious and apprehensive about doing it, and I delayed it because I had a bunch of kids coming over last week to do a little minifigure build and placement, and they had a great time with it. And I'm like, well, my only other excuse is that I have sets coming that I want to put in the city.
Did you encourage them not to put their guys in downtown?
I don't remember what I said. There was one person that had or two. Luckily, they were like in a building, so it wasn't a problem. Okay. But yeah, I got all the sig figs out that were loose that I had to keep track of.
Did you say sick figs?
Sig. There were sick figs in there. Sorry, I'm eating at the same time. I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry.
Were the sick figs the one at Club X?
Should we bring Club X back?
You need to. That's going to be the poll question. Should Alex add Club X to...
Club X come back? Let me know, guys, in the comments section.
I actually did
Should we do a poll of that?
I don't think we need one. I think we know the answer.
Okay, fine.
Okay, anyways, so
yeah, Saturday morning, I was looking at it, I'm like, oh, man. Here we go. Should I do this? And I just started... taking pictures of people's sig figs so I can remember where they were, taking them out first, and then I just went for it. And worked for a couple hours in the morning, and then came back downstairs that afternoon and just wiped it clean. I mean, wiped it clean, man. It's just that beautiful green surface of the felt, right? And all the stuff's underneath the table, all the modulars.
Yep. And
as I was taking it, now it wasn't horribly filthy, but it had a decent layer of dust. Like it had the silhouette of train track that you took off of the base plates.
It wasn't the dust storm of 2015 or whatever it was.
Nothing like that. My goodness. Hopefully it never comes to anything close to that. That really was a disaster. I'm not joking. So that is done, and so now begins the journey of the rebuild. But I've been conflicted on it because I really wanted to be able to place the modular back into the downtown area.
You mean the new one?
The newer one, yeah.
So I had a thought on that. Because I watched your members only video, and that was one of the things you brought up.
Yeah.
I think you should put that as the first building in your new downtown.
Just plop it there.
Well, then you've got it, you know where it's going to be, and you build off of that one.
Ooh, what do you guys think about that? Yeah, that ain't going to happen. I can plop it down and see what happens, but pretty sure...
Well, you can go in with that as your goal. Like, I'm gonna try to do this, and then maybe it doesn't work out that way, but that's my thought.
Should the video title be, I built an entire city around the new modular?
There you go. See, I'm already... Oh, yeah, and like Javo said, you got to hold your
hands out like this.
And I'm really not sure why when you do a video of a Lego city you're required to hold your arms up like this, but I'm trying to be trendy like other YouTubers that do Lego cities in collections, so I'm holding my arms up.
Did you see that in this video? It's like, everyone in the city holds their
Everybody in the
hands
city. I built this out of this. I did this in this many hours. I have this much time on my hands. Yeah. So
Okay, what's a thought?
No, it's
you
it's
can
good.
try, and
You
then
know,
if you need to, you move it. But
sure. Hey, that would be kind of a fun. Hey, that's a great idea, Jason. Thank you for that. I will consider it. Irregardless, you know what? I was taking all the modulars out, and a lot of the modulars I haven't seen close up, because they're so far away.
Yeah.
And I've been dusting them off as I see them, and it's not terrible. But as you dust it, you can see a little plume of dust come off. Like, oh, it's so gratifying to get that off. Yeah. And I was moving.
are you dusting them in the basement?
Yeah.
So all that dust is going to go back.
Yeah.
in the city. Okay.
Yeah. I'll be vacuuming the felt and all that too, but yeah, you're right. It's not capturing it.
I have
But
that thought every time I do that.
Here's the thing.
everything goes,
I do have the Swiffer, and that does capture the dust, and that thing is black. Oh my goodness, that thing is so dark with all of the dust that it's been capturing. So it is working, but it's just a drop in the bucket. It's a whole entire basement. I mean, come on.
Yep.
So I have. Oh yeah, I was going to say this because like this reminded me of it. This yellow or this white piece right here that's kind of yellow. I was moving my downtown diner down, and it has that white dome.
I was hoping you wouldn't notice that or call it out.
Are you serious
It's
right
the
now?
only one I had.
It's okay, yeah, and I get that. That's fine. But I realize that you're done. No more. Wow. I realized that
Save the bears.
there was a lot of yellowing going on over it.
Oh, I'm sure.
And it was so inconsistent though. And it was like the identical pieces that were on this side were still white on that side, and vice versa with other pieces. Mm-hmm. And some pieces were white on both sides, both pieces were yellow. It was so inconsistent. I'm like, what is going on here? Like, there's got to be something going on in the manufacturing process that says, this will go yellow in 2 years, and this will go yellow never, and this will go yellow no matter what you do. That's what I'm getting from
And it's weird
this.
when they come in the same bag, and the wall is like, it's like a patchwork of different colors.
It's just like the biggest like quality control issue from Lego, aside from obviously the brittle
I was gonna
stuff.
say brittle's a little worse, but
And, so I that's other news that I have here, and I'll say this quick. So I've been
because that's what you're known for.
that's what I've been known for, is being quick and not going rattling on and on about nothing and nonsense.
The show is about nothing.
So I finally decided, I'm like, I got to get going on the client sets that I haven't inventoried yet, because he gave me a bunch of used sets and he just throws
on
them
your
all
store.
in the
Okay,
box.
yeah.
Yeah. So for my Bricklink store.
Yeah.
And so I inventory like 3 or 4 pretty decent sized sets, 2,000 to 2,500 pieces each. And one of them was the Destiny's Bounty, the big one, the big Destiny's Bounty. And I was taking that thing apart, and I realized that, my gosh, this thing has a lot of brown pieces. I think it was 2017 when that came out. And I think that was about, I could be wrong, I'm just trying to guess that. But that was about the time where they said that we fixed this issue and you shouldn't see brittle brown anymore. And I was taking that thing apart. I'm like, oh no, here we go. Is this thing going to shatter? Because there's so many brown plates. The plates are what make me nervous. Mm-hmm. And there was a lot of 1x4 dark brown tiles in that thing that I'm pulling out. And it always sounds the same. It sounds different than this, like the brown does. I don't know if it's just me, but when I'm taking the brown apart, there's like this squeaking kind of
the reddish brown.
reddish brown. Yeah, right. The
It's
reddish brown.
but they
Right.
call it red.
You're right. And I went through it all, and none of the pieces cracked or broke. So crisis averted there, I guess. So, but
Until
man,
the person buys it and builds it.
yes, and then they go, what is this crap? Yeah, seriously. So, but yeah, I was nervous taking that thing apart. And yes, I was more careful with the brown, so maybe that's what saved it. But that thing's over 2,000 pieces, and man, that thing was a pain. Like there's other sets, like he had the Vestas wind turbine. Oh, that was another thing too, with the yellowing. So the Vestas wind turbine, a lot of white on that.
Yeah.
No yellowing. I was like, all right, cool. The Apollo 5, tons of yellowing. I mean, so much, like it wasn't severe. And that's what I want to ask you guys. And maybe we make this a poll question. Should there be a yellowing meter? Because people like, when I was listing it on Bricklink, I'm like, well, it's yellowed, but it's not bad. I don't want to tell them like it's, oh yeah, it's so yellow. Because there are very different shades of yellow.
So like, what
All
would the
through the
scale
spectrum.
be? Like, white?
What should the scale be? Should it be like
not brushed your teeth?
yeah.
Pea yellow.
Sort of yellowed. I was thinking like I said light to moderate yellowing, but that's all about like what I think. You know that it's my
I get what you're
my
saying.
perception. Like someone gets like, what the heck? This is super
These are
yellow.
all tan.
Yeah, and their perspective or perception of that is
that's
different than
what
mine.
it looks like on a lot of them. They almost turn a tan color. You know, I know we say it's yellow, but it's
Yeah,
should be brick yellow. Was it sand yellow? I don't know, whatever.
you just had to go there. That's okay. But that's when I was looking at the descriptions of others, because you kind of look and see what other people have it listed as. Like, yellowing. Like, all of them say there's a degree of yellowing. And they'll say, like, yeah, there's yellowing. Like, what does that mean? Like, it could mean, like, because, like, the one that I have for sale is actually not bad.
I think in that
But
case,
in my opinion, though.
I mean, you kind of have to expect it for builds of a certain age.
Right.
And I think if it's one you're looking at and that's a real concern for you, you got to ask for a picture. Send
Yes,
me a picture
absolutely.
so I can look at it.
And that's what I said.
Hold
I
it
was
up
like,
to
if you
some
want a
white brick
picture,
so I can see.
because it's next to mine, and mine doesn't have any yellowing. So when you see it next to them, like, oh yeah, there's definitely. I mean, you can see the yellowing in it, and it's so inconsistent.
Yeah.
So inconsistent. Well, you have like I don't know if it's hundreds, but dozens of the same element that you're putting on that thing, and there are so many shades of yellow. You're like, what is going on here? Like Lego, you got to fix this. Like it is bad, really bad. All right, so there's my other rant. You getting lots of rants today.
Yes, we are.
There you go. All right, what's next,
Is that
man?
it for your collection news?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, that's pretty big news. I mean, that's really about it. It's a rebuild. I have not done downtown rebuild since I built the city.
Yeah.
Now it has been
Because
rearranged
you've
a little
done,
bit.
in the time I've known you, and even before the podcast, because you did when I first met you, you were in the middle of redoing the amusement park. That was when we met.
Yeah.
And then you did that, and then you moved your attention eventually to the harbor. And
The harbor,
airport
did
and all
that. Airport, yeah.
And then you did the amusement park again.
Yeah.
And that's when I was bugging you, like, you gonna touch that area?
I'm like, nope.
No.
Nope.
Why? What's wrong? Like, it's
Here we are.
dated and dusty.
Dated and dusty and
So
dated.
is Diagon Alley gonna make it back in?
I don't know, man.
Are you?
That is
What,
a good-
if you had
I
to
don't
guess
know.
now, do you think it's more yes or more no?
I think it's 50-50, man. I don't know.
You can't cheat.
All right,
out.
fine. I think, okay, fine.
The statement is Diagon Alley
right.
will be in the new Minneapolis.
I hate to say it, but I don't think it's going to make it.
We'll disagree. There you have it.
You're going to disagree? Wait, what am I
said
saying?
Yes. I said it's gonna.
It's going to make it? All right. Well, hey, I hope you're right.
You're gonna get
but
down,
just-
and you're gonna make it fit, and then later on you'll be mad you don't have space. That's what I think is gonna happen.
It's just like basically the same thing. Wow.
I'm gonna laugh.
I didn't get any
I'm really
road
gonna
plates
laugh
out.
when I come over mid-January, and you're like, oh, I'm struggling in my city, and I look, and it looks all like 90% the same that it was, because you know that's gonna happen. Your mind has seen it this way for years.
You're right,
and you're
yeah.
gonna tend to go that way.
Yeah, probably.
So don't do it.
Well, that's
Resist the temptation.
That's-
if,
yeah,
if
yeah.
if it looks familiar, don't do it.
That's going to be tough.
it.
But that's what got me out of the thinking with the last build of the amusement park.
Amusement park. Yeah.
That's I was doing the same thing again.
Well, that
and
was
it just
when
wasn't sustainable.
I came over. I was like, this kind of looks the same.
Yeah, but you and people that were commenting, I'm like, Alex, dude, you can't do that, man. And that's what I needed. That's what I needed.
I'm gonna rebuild this
gonna
exactly
smack me.
the same.
And say, dude, rethink this thing, man. Think outside of the box, of the race car box, cardboard box. But yeah, that's it. How about you?
So you would be proud if you came to my house. All those piles are gone.
Wow.
I have sorted
Bravo,
things. I
man.
put stuff away.
Bravo.
I did build the brick cross station.
You did? Okay.
Yes, I did finish it.
So you're trying to put that in the city then, huh?
It is in my city.
Really? With
I
the train?
Took out no, I don't have a train. I just put it in the city.
Okay.
I took out the Disney train station.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, because
Oh,
that was
wow.
back against the
Yeah.
wall, and I put it there, and I ended up moving it. Because I will say this, I do like it. I think it's a really good-looking build, but it is small. It's really
Yeah.
short compared to the others. You built it, didn't you? Brick Cross
Brick Cross, yeah.
Station. Did you not find that?
I guess it's kind of short.
Like it's a
But see,
2-story and all
yeah,
the
I
others
didn't-
are 3. And
I
I'm
didn't-
not saying it necessarily needs to be, but it like I had it where if you look down the street, like you could see the tower on the Disney one and
Yeah.
it looked good. When I had it there, it was like it was kind
Yeah.
of a disappointment.
I had it next to Kim Plata's mock, the Birch Bank.
Yeah.
I brought that up there, and it's part of my B-roll. And it is a lot taller than Brick Cross, but I thought it was just because his mock is tall.
Yeah.
But perhaps you
No,
are
like all of the other ones. So like I have it, and on the back side is the Sanctum, and you can see the Captain America poster above the train station, like very
okay.
clearly.
Wow.
It's not like you can just barely. No, it's like
Yeah.
the whole poster's there
wow.
because it's 2-story and the rest is 3. So, and that's not to say I don't like the build. I really did enjoy it, and I think I'm not saying because it doesn't make sense to have a skyscraper train station. I get that, but that's the one thing that after I was looking at it, I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
but yes, so I did try to sort through some things.
Mm-hmm.
I did a video, I don't know if some
yeah.
of you may have seen it, where I finally took some stuff and
Yes.
put them away.
Wow. Was that difficult
It's
to do?
hard. It's
Yeah.
hard. But I finally just made that decision, and I guess the next step is deciding which ones to get rid of and supposed to put in a box. I don't know, because I don't
That's
really
so
have a box
tough,
to
man.
put them in or somewhere to put that box.
Uh,
But I did bring out a lot of the Indiana Jones sets and replace those, so I have like the box with the set with it.
yeah. Okay.
The one thing that is a problem, the new temple, the Golden Idol temple
Oh, yeah.
set,
Uh-huh.
the box is too tall for any of my
Oh
shelves.
no.
It doesn't fit even on the top row, so I
Bummer,
had to
man.
put that one back. But
Aw.
I like it better, it's, so you can see them all. I'm going to make a video where I think I show what's on all my shelves now. I don't know, we'll see, maybe. I asked people if they wanted it, no one commented, so maybe they don't want it.
No. they're too polite to say no.
They're like,
just saying.
maybe they weren't watching by that point of the video. They're like, yeah, so that was it. I did get a couple of the new Indiana Jones sets. I think one of them we may have talked about before, but one came when I was in Florida, because I don't think I've seen you since I got back.
No, you have. I haven't seen
And
it.
when I got home, the box was like trashed, and I was worried. It looked like the box was like opened and they had sealed it, and I was like, because I bought it because it was a sealed set, and when I opened it, it was actually in good shape. So crisis averted.
Crisis averted.
But yeah, so I only have 5 Indiana Jones sets. I have 1 from each of the movies.
Okay.
With the exception of Crystal Skull, I have 2 that I need.
Oh, that's my favorite.
I'm sure it is. So yeah, so there's that.
That's cool, man. All right, good
mostly
for
it.
you. All right.
Should we do the ting?
Let's do it.
Let's do the ting.
Let's do that ting.
You're gonna get us in trouble.
Sorry.
This is our food segment. I know we're on his channel, but it's a drink, so he'll deal with it.
It is carbonated, huh?
It's a soda. So this is a
It's Jamaican.
Jamaican.
I like how they say it's Jamaican.
It's
all right?
Jamaican, man.
What's that? Oh, never mind. I was
Cool
gonna say that.
Runnings?
The Cool Running. Cool Runnings. Ah.
Yes. So I have a friend who's
Pops
from
that
Jamaica.
ting.
I had asked him about this when I've had this a couple years ago, and he's like, "Oh yeah, we would drink that a lot."
Is this a ting in Jamaica?
It is the ting in Jamaica. I don't know. Do we have any viewers in Jamaica?
It
Have
does
you ever
smell-
been to Jamaica?
It does smell like grapefruit.
Yeah. And now Alex did tell me he thought grapefruits were old people food, and he doesn't really eat them. But we'll see.
I love old people. All right, I'm becoming one of them
He
very
is
quickly.
an old people.
So maybe
Don't say
this
anything
is-
about our audience. That's
Yeah.
not nice. Ah, that is good. That's refreshing.
It is refreshing.
It has the grapefruit flavor without that bitter aftertaste. Like that's the thing about a grapefruit. Like you eat it at first, and
it
then
is
it
bitter.
has that.
This is good.
Yeah,
I like this. 6% juice. Oh,
Did you want to give it your letter grade or whatever you're doing now?
it's a good idea. Hey, let's see. I think it's not as sweet as Mountain Dew, but it has kind of a Mountain Dew-y kind of taste.
Well, it's citrus.
Right, citrus. There you go. There is a ever so slight aftertaste though of the grapefruit with that second drink. I noticed.
Okay.
So I will give this. I'll give it a B minus. B minus.
Oh no. I'd
So
give
hopefully
this
you're-
an A.
Really?
A minus. Yeah,
Oh no,
I
I'll
like
give it a
this.
B minus.
I think it was good.
I mean, it's the first. Like, if you are thirsty, this will taste fantastic. But as a casual drink, especially if you're used to drinking sugary, Like,
So you're saying
sodas.
Americans would not like it as much as Europeans.
Americans, there's just not that crazy amount of sugar in there that we love, I guess.
And there you go. I did the Ting. It's all gone.
That's good. I don't know. Maybe that's too harsh. Maybe a B.
No, you can give it a B minus. It's okay.
I mean, I'm not. I can't
Oh,
give it an
speaking
A.
of that, so you know those hot peas?
Oh yeah, yeah.
My sister-in-law came over and she tried them. She took them all home. She's like, "These are great. I love
She
them."
loved them.
Yeah, she loved
no
them.
way.
I didn't think they were bad, but
All right.
No.
Okay. All right. What do we do next?
we have a poll question.
Pollsters.
Now we have 3 poll questions because the way the filming worked out.
Oh,
Should
yeah,
we do
okay.
1 this week and 2 next week?
Yeah, it seems like we have more content in this episode.
Well,
Not
this
better.
one's more timely because the next
Yes,
one will be
right.
a little dated, maybe.
Yeah, kind of
right.
like last week's episode. A little dated. That's all right.
Okay. So the question from a couple weeks ago was, does Lego live up to their motto? Let me start that again. Does Lego live up to their motto of only the best is good enough?
We didn't cover this one yet?
I don't think so.
Okay.
The one we did before that was about the Marvel chaos, and
Oh, no kidding. Okay.
so
All right, so this one was the motto.
yes.
The
so
best.
only the best is good enough.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
their slogan. Like you
That's
go to
right.
Lego House and it's on the wall.
That's
It was
right.
on
I
Lego.
remember you showing me that image. Yep.
And the options were yes or no.
Very black and white here, guys.
We're gonna make you answer. We're not gonna give you a I don't know.
Sorta.
There's this one.
That's a. That, I can't
There's
give
this
you any
one
way
person
out.
I see on YouTube all the time. He has all these polls, and it's does this that, and it's yes, no, or unsure. I'm like, dude,
you
why are
can't
you
do
doing
unsure.
that? Don't do unsure. That's anyway.
We all know what we want to say. Come on.
So,
All right, what is it?
what do you think, Alex? Does Lego live up to the motto? I know we talked about it before.
You know,
but
I would say that once upon a time, I would say the majority of our audience would say yes, but I'm going to say, I'm going to say it's going to be slightly more people saying no than yes. I'm going to say a 60-40 split of people saying that no, it's not, versus 40% say yes, it is. So
Well,
let's go with that. Am I
how
right?
about a 32-68 split?
Whoa.
2/3 of people said no.
No way.
2/3 of people said no.
Wow.
And we have
Oh,
14
wow.
comments. So let's go
Okay.
ahead and see what people say.
I mean, I'm not shocked, but that's bigger than my
Yeah.
60-40 split.
Okay, so Brittany McCubbin says unequivocally, yes, they do.
Ooh.
While they do have problems, what company doesn't? Sure, it's a
Sure.
perfect world. Sure, in a perfect world, we'd love to have all printed parts and no stickers. I've gotten my first Lego set in 1980 when I was young and have never strayed away from Lego. In all honesty, out of hundreds of sets purchased in my adult years, I've only had one damaged part in a set. While some say brands like Funhole or Fantasy have sets that are superior or better than Lego and at half the cost, I would agree. But while they have designed their own models, their parts appear to be complete knockoffs of Lego elements. One of the biggest costs for any company is the design and engineering of every single piece. From the piece itself to the molds needed to produce that element could cost anywhere from a few $100,000 or nearly $1 million or more, depending on the size of the part.
Wow, that was
Do you think it costs
that
$1
was.
million to make a mold? I don't know. I mean,
I
I've
have no
seen
idea.
the molds.
I've never made a mold
I don't
before.
know.
But wow, she had a lot to say about that.
Yeah.
That was a good thought. So thank you.
Yeah.
Brittany, right?
Brittany, yep.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think that this is, we made it a yes or no, but I don't think it's as simple as yes or no. It really isn't. It's a very nuanced and layered conversation, because I think as far as the product, you do get consistency with the bricks, with the clutch, with,
Yes.
all of those kinds of things.
Right consistency, right?
And so in those ways, I think yes. But then I think the reason people, a lot of people said no are things like, I bought a $500 Jabba sail barge and I got a sheet of stickers still. Mm-hmm. Like that
Yeah.
kind of thing bothers people,
Right.
And then you see someone that's selling a set that is half the price of a modular and they're printed everything,
Right.
and those kinds of things I think lead into that. So
Yeah.
Chef Eddie says the best would have paper instruction booklets in all sets and no stickers. Stay Oswaldified.
Oswaldified, yes.
Ty Novell says Lego wants to be synonymous with quality, but as Alex said, their recent environmentally friendly push is making them drop being the best in some areas. Do they not realize that the foil packaging we had for minifigures were the best and the current boxes are not? Do they even realize that the new paper bags that they have packed the bricks in contains plastic? So it defeats the purpose of the paper cannot be recycled due to the plastic coating. But even worse are the sets that they release to the public. Half a football/soccer field, an extremely expensive Legends of Zelda set that is not even iconic.
Yeah.
Some of those modern art sets, well, just that one modern art set is bad. What are they thinking?
Yeah.
And while their competitors are catching up in quality, as well as extras like printed bricks/tiles and lighting systems, Lego seems to be falling behind every year.
I agree. That was a good comment. Yeah, a lot of good points in there, and I feel the same way. Absolutely.
Bricks in Space.
Bricks in space. Sorry.
I think they have lost some stature due to how large they have grown. As the market encompasses so many varieties of interests, there has been some sacrifices in the process. I think their bricks are far superior in general quality and longevity, but I think that there is a fundamental loss in other elements and prints. I think they are better than others, everyone else overall, but not the best in specific categories. I think that's a fair statement.
That is fair, yeah.
Are they better? I mean, and I think you would probably get a different response if we said, is Lego
the brick?
Like if you let it, is Lego the leader of brick building companies out there or something like that? If you ask that question, I mean, that's why people watch this, right? Let's see. Dennis Fakoyan. Again, I apologize, Dennis. He's the one that did the tic-tac-toe, if you remember that.
Oh, yes. That's awesome.
Says, I have built a lot of Technic sets, but I never had to contact Lego for missing pieces. I have built 3 Flego Technic sets, no missing pieces, but the holes for axles didn't line up. Thickness or diameter varies.
Yeah.
Some pins have to be slammed in. Clutching power can be awful.
Yes.
And sometimes bushings and gear just slide without friction over an axle. That just won't happen with Lego, even after 20 or 30 years, unless it was dark brown. Yeah, 45. I'm old. Love your comments about it. So that's why it's a yes for me. But I agree with Seville Bricks 589. Lego instructions are always correct.
Yeah.
Aren't always correct.
Yeah.
Luckily, Racing Brick shares them on his channel with the solution.
Yeah, that's true. Consistency with the brick is, if you're used to building with Lego, and then you do a Flego set like he mentioned there, and especially with Technic, and it doesn't line up, too tight or too loose. Oh man, that's annoying. Like that's how it was with my my Enterprise from Mega Bloks or whatever it's called now. Is that it was very inconsistent. Mega Constructs or whatever they're calling themselves these days. But yeah, that was like annoying. And even the one that you gave me from Blue Bricks.
The Blue Bricks.
It was great. And then the clutch was inconsistent. That was better though, overall. It had fewer issues as far as clutch goes. Yep. And it was more consistent with the tiling as well, I noticed. But yeah, if you're used to going with Lego and you go to others, you're like, okay, this is not the same quality as far as the consistency of the brick, right?
Yeah. Well, there was that flower set. I remember we talked about that. My wife did.
Oh
for the
yeah,
neighbor lady.
right.
That was not like that was a knockoff. That was not fantasy or fun hole. It was, and I mean I think that's there's different tiers of non-Lego, I would definitely say.
Sure, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And those were horrible.
And to be fair, like when I built it, that was a long time ago. That was many years ago I did the Enterprise, so quality probably has hopefully caught up a little bit more. I don't really build a lot of Mega Constructs or any at all, really. You guys know this. You build more non-Lego than I do by far with Fun. It's not Fun Hole, it's Fantasy, right?
Yes.
They reached out to me again, by the way. I was like, I'll just watch my friend Jason's channel. His videos are about 5 minutes long.
Thank you, Earl. Jeez. Duplo Tracy says,
Hey, Tracy.
I teach special ed, and we
Yeah.
use Duplo in our school. We have kits for making patterns or following directions, and some of them are off-brand bricks with stickers over pieces and flimsy feeling plastic. They work fine, but the Duplo lasts for generations, and that has me realizing that their quality standards spoil us, even if they cost more.
Yes. Do you think it's like, you know how the other ones are catching up? Do you think they'll catch up with Lego in price as well? It's kind of like, what was that?
It'll be
What was that
interesting.
Korean auto brand? Like when Hyundai.
Hyundai?
When they first hit the market, it was like that was like a knockoff. Like they weren't knockoff,
Well,
but they were like a cheap car company.
The
right?
car was inexpensive, but the car was cheap.
Yeah,
Because inexpensive
yeah.
and cheap are not the same.
Sure, yeah.
You know, I don't think of
They
them
were
as
cheap,
the same.
yeah.
And, you know, that's kind of, I guess, the issue.
Yeah.
You know, as they start to produce more, do their costs go up? Do they, you know,
Yeah, right.
Because that's, a lot of Lego's costs have to do with a lot of things outside of designing a brick and molding it, right? It has to do with, you know, employee programs and opening stores and building a Lego house and amusement park and on all this stuff that they have all of their hands in. And along with companies as they grow, whether it's Lego or really any other company, you know, executives make more money, you bring in more high-level people, they make more money. That's where a lot of that money goes.
Absolutely.
It's not like, okay, well, they made a new sloped brick element, and so that's where all our money went for the, you know, the price increase. No, a lot of it goes to this other stuff. And
Overhead.
yeah.
It's over my head. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. John Vocacura says Lego should hang multiple signs stating this in all of their shipping locations. Start with Romeoville. I know
Yeah.
a few people that would agree with that. Samasan 2072. Good example is Pick a Brick Online is not available for all countries. Eventually need friends or third parties to get it for me.
Wow, yeah,
That would be a problem.
that is a problem.
I wonder why that is. Is it just logistics or is there legal reasons they can't ship to countries? I don't know.
I'm not the expert there either.
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
Seville Bricks says, I think we can all agree that they make great products on average. However, given their huge growth in revenue and profitability, it is frustrating that they consistently make mistakes in instructions or marketing materials or UCS plaques or including minifigures in wrong outfits, in parentheses Boba Fett, or less figures in sets over time, misprints. Quality control systems should be able to identify these. We seem to find them almost instantly.
Do you see? Is there a lot of that going on right now?
Which one?
Well, what he said there.
Well, like I found in my Indiana Jones instruction at the end, there was like a random big brick in the end. That does happen. There was one in the, I showed you the one in the,
You know, you had mentioned
the
to me,
Brick Cross Station
Yeah,
one.
Brick Cross Station. I didn't have that issue. Like mine
that's
was,
because I emailed them and they fixed it.
maybe they did it fast. I don't know.
Well,
That
it was,
just-
and that's the thing. With it being an electronic, you just go on and you change the thing and it updates to anyone that downloads it.
I mean,
at that point.
I have seen.
But if it was printed, you
It's
can't
so
fix it.
it's so rare that I've seen issues like that. Like I've never seen a misprinted minifigure, not to my knowledge.
Are you accusing me of making up the photo?
No, I'm just saying. Like I have seen
I was
instructions kind of
surprised when I saw it.
like flopped. Like the Jazz Club had a weird like, whoa, wait a minute, I don't have these pieces opened yet. You know, that was weird.
Yeah. There was one other one where they had you, like it was, you had to open the new bag. It was one of the modulars.
Yeah,
wasn't
it was Jazz Club.
Was that the one?
Yeah, that was
Okay.
the one. And the 1989 Batmobile had some missing pieces that were like weird, like a 1x4 tile. It's like, oh, I've never had that before, you know. But for someone who's been collecting as long as I have, I'm like, I've never seen that as a problem, especially when they're like so happy and willing to like send me out the pieces. Oh, you know that I tried to get replacement pieces for the Destiny's Bounty. There were 7 elements missing, and which isn't surprising because it's one of those sets that has so many weird oddity elements all over the place that could get so easily lost. one of the mini Kai was missing, you know. And so I was like, let me see if I can get these pieces. Not that they were super rare pieces. They were a little bit unique. But they sent me an email right back saying, sorry, no go, buddy. Good luck with your life. And so
Lego for the.
I selected all the pieces.
Okay.
I added them to my list, and I submitted it. And I, crossed my fingers, but it was within minutes. I got an email back saying, no go, buddy. Sorry. Which it was a long shot anyway.
Yeah.
But I could probably get them for Bricklink.
Is that a retired set?
Oh yeah, it's long.
So that
retired.
would maybe be why.
It's probably
they
why.
don't
Yeah.
Produce
Well,
it.
yeah, like I said, if it was still in production, then yeah, that shouldn't be an issue. But yeah.
Yeah.
So it's missing. So go to my store, Brick Source. If you see it there, it's missing Kai and 7 minifigures, but I have a great deal on it. It's in great shape, so check it out if you're interested.
Okay.
Hey.
The other guys too says Lego does a lot of things really, really well. I've always been pleased with their replacement parts policy. Well,
Yeah,
don't
there you
replace
go. Case in
missing
point,
part.
man. Right.
And appreciated the freebies they give out sometimes. That being said, there are areas where the quality is sorely lacking. Obviously stickers and the cost, everyone talks about that. But I think the biggest quality issue is with the intent of the set design. Practically none of these sets available now seem to encourage creative building. And that is something that's different. Like when I was a kid, I remember you had whatever was on the front, a spaceship or car, whatever. But then on the back, and it did bug me because it didn't come with instructions to make these things, but it had other things you could build.
Ideas.
And now it's almost like
you're not building anything different.
And that being said, I'm an adult. I get my Star Wars set. I build my X-wing UCS, and I put it on the shelf, and that's that. And I dust it. That's like that's how I play with it, I guess.
That's how
I'm not going to take it and rebuild it. But
and these things are ready for a dusting, I think.
But that is something that is different about Lego, where I think they really encourage that, and not that they discourage that. And maybe it's just because the market is different. Like they don't,
It seemed to happen when Star Wars came along.
There probably is something to that.
Just saying.
Okay, but he goes on and says, when you buy a Speed Champion car or a Star Wars ship, it's so you can have the specific thing. And most of the others seem to feature all these crazy colors and parts that are hard to build anything else with. Consider if you have a bunch of Ice Planet sets and you wanted to build your own spaceship with those parts, you had white, black, blue, and trans orange. If you got a bunch of Ninjago and wanted to build your own spaceships with those, you have 5 shades of green, 5 shades of blue, shades of brown, orange, teal, purple, red, and so on.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, Ninjago, man. They got some crazy wild pieces and colors.
Yeah.
But yeah, you had to say Ice. I love Ice Planet so much. What a great theme.
Also says, I think Lego doesn't live up to the only best is good enough in terms of designing sets that help fans of any age build creatively.
Wow.
There you go.
That's tough.
Just Collect says, I think the motto is, it's good enough to be the best right now. Other companies are creeping closer for a fraction of the price.
Yeah, they are. But
Old Man and the Bricks 77, excuse me. I'm not even certain it's a goal anymore. No individual or corporation is perfect, but I don't even get the idea as a company, Lego is even trying that hard anymore. They know they have our money, and until as a customer base we stand firm and not buying what is perceived as crap, then they have zero incentive to innovate and excel. The minifigs in Jabba's sail barge and the whole X-Mansion set strike me as recent examples of undelivered and overpriced sets that Lego was able to unload because of good gift with purchase incentives at launch. I say that as a guilty party on the sail barge. I'm right there with you, buddy. I'd have been happy to wait a year or two for a sale, but I wanted the lightsaber. Yep. Lately, I feel Lego has decided good enough is the best we've got.
man, that was some strong words right there, man.
Neil Rustling says, you cannot claim to be the best and a premium product when you use stickers, when your cheap, supposedly inferior competition prints everything and includes lighting kits at half the price. It's not 2012 anymore. They caught up and now are leading.
So, are they like? I mean, like what Jabba always says: stop buying them, and they'll lower the prices, right? But they're not. They're not lowering the prices. We continue to see several sets that are hundreds of dollars.
So
out
I will
there
tell you
that
this.
are.
I went to the Lego store yesterday.
Yeah.
People are buying. They buy
yeah.
all kinds of stuff. And
Hundreds of
and that's
dollars worth,
why.
right?
Yeah. Yeah, they were doing it. Because, now you get a record player and you get whatever the other gift of the person, the train. They're fine.
Oh, we need to talk about Insiders Weekend.
We can talk about that. It's fine.
There's not much to talk
We have
about.
one more comment. Fanger says, not anymore, sadly. That era has passed.
Done. The end of an era.
And
So, there you go.
I think you see this with companies.
Wow.
It's not just Lego. I think it's just a situation that happens in the world. When you have someone that starts a company, it's different when other people take it over.
Yes.
Right? I see that. Like I look at, I'm a big fan of Disney. I grew up going to Disneyland as a kid when I was in California, and that was a big thing. It was a big part of my childhood.
Yeah.
And I heard someone say this once, and it really it really rung true with me, I guess.
Okay.
The person said, they were a big Disney fan, but they've had a lot of problems recently, and they said, I don't think I'm in love with Disney anymore. I think I'm in love with the idea of Disney. Because, Walt Disney was the main driver in the company, and then, the people that were with him kind of strung it along. But like a lot of things, it's become a corporation, and a lot of it's about shareholders and, the bottom line and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And, is that what's happening with Lego? I don't know.
Could be.
There is some level of that. There has to be.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But and I understand that's with every company, but
Yeah.
it is privately held, so
It is.
there are certain people that I think could make decisions that it's just easier
If Lego-
to keep the money rolling in.
If Lego had if they went public and they had an IPO, would you guys go for that? Would you want to own stock in Lego? Let us know in the comment section below if you would be all over that.
Is there a gift with purchase?
No, that would be funny. Buy so many stocks or shares and we'll send you a GWP.
It's a like a little vignette of a banker laughing.
Got your money, sucker. What's that, South Park? All right, about $100 deposit, and it's gone. Was that the last one?
That was the last one.
Yeah. So was this Insider Weekend?
It was, yes.
And they were giving away the record player as a GWP. Is that right?
Yes. It was the record player and the holiday train. The holiday train surprised me. I mean, it's actually not a bad looking build.
Okay.
But it was $170.
Ooh. Okay.
And then the record player was $250.
Oh.
And the record player's small. It's like this big.
It looks a lot bigger in the pictures.
Yeah, it looks like that. But when you look in the lifestyle pictures, there was one that you could see was like really tiny. And it was double points, which people get all worked up about double points.
Yeah.
But you know what I say about that? Wow, you get an extra $5 on your $100 purchase.
Cha-ching.
Why don't you wait? I mean, if the gift with purchase is something you really want, because
Yeah, sure.
like I did that with the sail barge, I got it. But if that gift with purchase is not a real thing for like the record player, it's like, I don't really care about that.
Yeah.
If you can get that set at Target and it's 20% off, you're going to come out ahead. Because last I checked, 20 is more than 10.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess it was an underwhelming Insider Weekend.
I wasn't that. I mean,
I didn't get anything. Did you?
no,
You kind of, what do you mean? No,
I didn't.
Okay. What about you guys? You guys get anything for...
There were a few things. I mean,
Your
they had a
reward
few
points.
They had a few deals, like the El Dorado. That was
Oh, they have it on discount?
$175, I think.
Well, that's going out though, isn't it?
It's retiring.
Yeah.
You know, that's what a lot of the things were.
Yeah.
I think, was the Added on sale? I can't remember.
Oh,
I
that's
think that
going
might
out
have been.
too.
Yeah.
Where's that at?
It over there.
That's funny because I said it was. Okay, all right. Irregardless, moving right along. So there you go. Let us know what you guys got for. Well, I don't know the GWPs. So there's a GWP. I'm getting 2 GWPs.
And they have a
and I
new
don't
one.
know-
So this coming week
What?
on Black Friday, it's going to be the same gift with purchase. The only exception is the Destiny's Bounty. Or not the Destiny. That's the difference.
It's on the mind.
Yes, the Endurance. right?
Yeah.
That comes out on Black Friday, and they have the little.
Oh, should I go get that?
Yeah, you want to get it?
Hold on, I'll go grab it.
Remember we talked about that before.
We talked about that, and I never. Well, I was asking what
I asked what you brought to this, and it's
you
clearly
said,
nothing.
And you said get the mics. I'm like, oh yeah, I thought that's what I forgot.
All right, well, we'll listen to
Going
him
downstairs. Let's see if my mic
keep recording.
picks me up.
We're gonna hear him talking to his son, probably telling him to quit playing basketball, all that kind of stuff. If this is interesting, it will be in the episode. If not, I'll cut it. So there you go. Yeah. I don't know. Did you get anything on Insiders Weekend, or are you waiting till Black Friday? I know there's an option where you can, for 0 points, try to earn 1 million points, but that's not going to win you anything. Oh, here it is. Look. It's the bounty. I don't know why I keep saying that now. Thanks, man.
The Destiny's Bounty. Here it is.
This is the one that's on your Bricklink store, huh?
Yeah, that's it. They did a good job with this. I mean, it's the flag fell off. Like I said in my review, if you guys watched it, the Shackleton minifigure really should have come with the boat. It's a shame that you have to get the give with purchase in order to get Shackleton, but it is what it is. But I mean, it's a pretty boat. It's not a set I would have bought with my own money, right? I mean, I'd be like, it's $270. Mm-hmm. It ain't a cheapie. So I think people who are familiar with the story of the Endurance and or just a fan of these older boats, 100 years old, they might be all for it. But somebody in the comments section said that I didn't have, I missed this piece back here. And did you have one of those extra left over? Because it goes in the back. I'm like, well, I did have one left over, but I put this here, and I'm like, I don't know what he's talking about.
What, the rail?
Yeah, the rail, the tube element. I'm like, there's only one spot for it to go, and that's where it goes. I can't think of anywhere else it would go. And I looked at the instructions. I'm like, I got it, man. I don't know what you were looking at, but yeah, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, but no, it's nice. I mean, I don't know, man. It's cool. We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see how it goes. But yeah,
So
no,
excited.
I thought like this stuff comes off of it, and you can see like there's only 2 rooms that are interior.
Yeah.
I guess if you want to include the area where the steam engine thingy is. These things, the roping elements here, these were a pain in the butt. I hated doing these.
Oh, the ladders?
Yeah, because they're stiff, they're rigid, and I just want a single piece like the old pirate ships had. That'd be awesome. But yeah, you have the motor in there. You can take out and display separately if you want to, but that's the extent of it.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, I'm like, I'll just do a minifigure. Anyway, I'm gonna go and start ranting again.
So,
but yeah,
is this
have it.
so kind of like when I did my review, or when I talked about my experience with Jabba's sale, which kind of do a full review. What I told people is, for me, the gift with purchase really made a big difference in the value proposition.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Would you say that's this? Like if you
Absolutely.
if you're on the fence of
Absolutely.
getting it, get it with the gift with purchase. Otherwise, you wouldn't.
That's
bother?
not worth it. Yeah.
Okay.
That's my opinion. Because I mean, if you're familiar with the story, of course you would want Shackleton.
Because I don't know how many people are going to go out and get just that gift. Like you can buy some of these afterwards, right? Like you can buy the lightsaber or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, but who's going to want the little rowboat with Shackleton without the boat?
Yeah,
the big
right.
boat, right.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, that's a good point.
I mean, I don't know too many people that are like, "Oh, let me show you my Shackleton collection."
Wow, no way, dude, so cool. And I got to keep my eye out for the GWP.
This one?
My bricks and minifigs.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I'm not gonna go shopping, but there's a lot. But there's a gift with. I was gonna look it up, and I don't know what gift with purchase it is. But there's 2 GWPs I'm getting.
Is it supposed to be on this?
And maybe that's it. Maybe
what
that's
he's talking
it.
about. There's
Is
these
that what he's
clips
talking
on the
about?
back. They're on both sides.
Both sides. That's what I missed. Okay.
There you go.
Awesome. That's it.
Well, that's
Okay.
why you didn't like it. You didn't build it right.
I didn't build it right.
That's why it was
So,
crap.
Yeah.
Glad I was
there
here
you
to
go.
fix your problem.
You fixed it for me, man. So yeah, thank you for that. I need to sneeze.
Bless you.
Excuse me. All right. So, but yeah, there's a gift with purchase I'm getting that comes out the 1st of the year. And I don't know what it is.
It's probably, well, the first of the year. I don't think that's going to be the modular one because that usually comes out later in January.
Right.
Because I think that's the rumor is a newspaper stand.
No, that one, I'm familiar with that one. But this one, I have no idea because it matches the set number of a Wednesday set. I'm like, how does this match that? And it's supposed to be GWP.
Well, it makes total sense. January 1st is a Wednesday. And if it comes out on January 1st.
I'm done with this. Yeah, regardless.
Okay. Well, we are running long, and we still have things to get to.
Okay, let's get. Should we do the Ting?
Let's do the thing.
The thing.
Old guy.
New shirt.
All right, so here is our first.
And
shirt.
This is a shirt we haven't had before.
This is a shirt we haven't.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
It is just a standard maroon long sleeve shirt.
He's just a standard maroon construction worker. All right, that's riveting stuff. I like it.
This is what we've come down to. You got to help us out here, Jabbo.
Hey,
All
what
right.
a cool shirt.
Bell South.
Bell South.
So I think that's the former company he used to work for. Going back to your rant about the companies.
Yes.
Changing names.
Changing their names.
Yeah.
Hey,
Next
that's
up,
cool.
We have a pirate.
I'm surprised that he was able to resist wearing that until this late in the year, because that looks cool.
Yeah. No, I like that one with the head and the... Have we had this? Because we've had a similar headpiece to that. Was that in your El Dorado? Because I don't think I've seen that one in a while.
Gosh, I don't know. Or it's been slightly changed
That could be.
over time. But yeah, that was a staple for a lot of pirates back in the day.
Yeah. Now we're really
Whoa.
getting into...
Whoa.
Now this is kind of funny because the shirt kind of matches.
It does. I guess that's what he's going for.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what?
That's the shirt my dad wears every
That's
day.
Kill Kirk Christensen because he was on the original set, right? And he's in a similar shirt, and Jabbo's in a similar shirt. Wow, things are coming full circle.
They really are. Wow. NASA. Now he hasn't worn that before. I swear he's wearing a NASA shirt.
I know.
Before.
We saw the one that had.
Is he
had
trying
the
to
space
fool
shuttle
us?
video.
He trying to fool us here?
Is that?
I mean,
are you calling him out?
I'm calling Jabbo. No, I would never
Uh-oh.
do that. He knows what he's doing.
Be careful.
He's got that stack of shirts. He's got it all organized, I'm sure.
Sodor Railway. Do you know what Sodor Railway is?
Yeah, it's on the island of Sodor for Thomas the Tank Engine.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Good job.
I have kids. I know.
Okay. Well, I didn't know.
You didn't know I had kids?
No, yes.
Okay.
I didn't know what they were
They're
into.
out there making a bunch of noise.
That's what I
Well,
meant.
Josh loved... kids go through a train phase. Jimmy never did. He had a
My son was
garage
big into
phase.
A garage phase.
Yeah, he loved garage doors. He's an interesting kid. But Josh loved trains. And he went crazy with Thomas Trank Engine. We had tons of Thomas... They're probably all in storage, but he wanted to make
The
his
wooden
long.
ones?
No, he didn't do the Brio ones or the wooden ones. He did... They're electronic. They're like a pullback. I don't know. They had little motors in them, and they'd go, and he just loved that. Yeah. But we loved watching the shows because there was always confusion and delay. And I learned those words. I'm like, hey, you don't want to cause confusion and delay, do you? All right, let's get this right.
Oh, funny. So, yes. And he did get that Bricklink, the logging railway.
That's cool. Wow, he got that, huh?
Yeah. I saw that set built. Did I tell you that one was at Chicago Brick World?
I don't know.
Brick World Chicago, excuse me. It's a very interesting set because really mostly it's this...
Yeah, it's the bridge.
The trellis bridge.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have actual track. It's plate or tiles.
Oh, yeah, it's the tiles
that are
just stacked
wedged
illegally,
in there.
right? Illegally.
It's an illegal set. Just like the one with the
It's a
gas
fake
station.
set. It's fake.
And that is
All right. That was it.
old guy, new shirt.
Old guy. New shirt. You know, that was good. Some of those were good. We had some plain ones. I love the flannel, you know. That was great.
So we do have a community commentary correction.
Oh no!
So a couple weeks ago when we filmed,
We were wrong about something?
well, no, but we talked
made a
about a
mis-
set.
Wait, we made a mistake?
We talked about something someone submitted.
Okay.
And it was awesome. And we were like, look at this. This is
Yeah.
cool. And during the editing process,
Oh, snap.
mistakes were made.
Mistakes were it's like a press conference. Mistakes were made, and we realize now that our strategy was
The
wrong.
computer rebooted.
And
I did not realize that it had removed the picture that had been added in.
The computer removed the image that my team was trying to put up, and as a result, it didn't show up, and that's why we're having the problems that we are.
Yes. So,
Is that what you're trying to say?
that
So
is
we're
what I'm trying
talking
to
about
say.
an image and it never showed up?
Yeah, we were talking about it in the episode because people were like, it would be nice to see the thing you're talking about. I'm like, yeah, I'm guessing it would have
Whoops.
been. I'm sorry.
I must have been not watching the screen at that time.
That's okay.
Otherwise, I would have said,
Evidently,
"Dude,
neither was
Jason."
I.
And where were you at this time, Alex? Well, I was probably watching it or listening to the podcast as I do downstairs, but not actively watching it. We realize now that we have to do a better job. We had to execute in the future a little better about that. And
This was
Better job for our
this
fans.
was not Tracy. This was Kathy that submitted this. So this was the
So
bonsai
Kathy-
tree, and it was a simple, short email that said a use for the most useless piece.
our sincerest apologies, but here we are. We're making it up to you.
You are getting a double
Double dose.
a double segment discussing you
That's so awesome.
because of our ineptitude.
You,
Now I do
you know what?
apologize, but
It
I
might
thought it
happen
was
again.
great. So hopefully you guys are looking at the image now. What if I forget again? That would be
Dude,
awful. Can you imagine?
I can imagine it. Yeah, I can.
Could
totally
be
see
worse.
that.
It could not record. Anyway, shouldn't even joke about that. Should we do a new community commentary?
If you have a new one, let's do it.
I do.
Yeah,
But we have a few, but I'll save one for next week. I have one that actually. Where did that go?
I'm trying to find comments because I gotta do comments today.
Got to do comments. Oh
The
man,
comment section.
look at you.
I know. I am on it today, man. All right. I'm cued. I'm ready to rock. Ready to rock.
Okay, so we have a submission. This is from SG. We hear from SG quite a bit.
We do.
But SG said, attached are some of my personal highlights I spotted at the LEGO convention. And so there's a couple of things. This was a LEGO convention. Let me see if it says exactly which one. It doesn't specify, so I'm guessing it was in Belgium.
Okay.
The convention was this weekend. The small impression of what was there. It was 6,000 square meters, or about 65,000 square feet. So that's like brick slopes. That's
Brick
like-
Slopes was 50,000?
Yeah, so it's bigger than that. So, so we have a few different photos. The first one is Star Wars made from Fabuland.
No way. Wow.
So look at that Millennium Falcon.
That is, I am impressed.
See, there you go, Jabba. Why didn't you do that? You did the Fabuland, and you're like, I'm killing my channel. You do that?
I would watch.
I would watch that. People would be like, what the heck is this crazy old guy doing?
Oh my gosh.
And what shirt is he wearing today? They would
And
know.
what shirt? Yeah, exactly.
So, no, I like that. I think that's pretty clever.
Fabuland. That is cool. Man, they did well. That's a good job.
Yeah.
Really good job.
I like the AT-AT in the background
Yeah.
there and the TIE bomber.
Oh man.
So there you go. The next one is Classic Space, made from Fabuland.
Classic space. My gosh, Mr. Spike, look at that. It looks like it's from the 60s.
It does, doesn't it? Although it's the 70s and 80s, so I don't know,
yeah.
it's really bizarre. But
It's close enough.
I mean, there's a monkey flying.
There's a
in
monkey
that spaceship.
in that spaceship. And there's a bear. Lions and tigers and bears.
And I like how
Oh, my.
they show which sets they based everything off of.
Yeah, that's
Kind
cool.
of funny.
Man. Yeah, they got those old raised. Those base plates look like they're in great shape too.
Yeah. Next we have Classic Space, 6 times the size.
Oh,
This
what?
is the one I think Jabba was talking about doing, and someone did it. They built the, air tanks. They brick built the tires.
Wow.
Not the
Yeah.
regular tires, the
That is
the grippy tires. is what I wanna
impressive,
say.
man.
Yeah.
The walkie-talkie looks good.
And look at the background. Are these brick built? The
Oh,
computer
wow.
screens? Look at that.
They look like it.
That looks like
That is well done. Oh, man.
And what's
That's
up with
cool.
the Captain America shield in the background? I don't get that. That's strange. That doesn't fit with anything else. Yeah, no, I saw that, and the first thing I thought of was Jabba. Oh, you can't do it now, Jabba. It's been done. Got to come up with something else.
That's cool.
And then the next one is using only half of the old road plates as a single-way street to save space in a city. So that's a very
Is that
interesting.
overlap
Yeah,
or cut?
they just have. I think they've just laid those plates on top of the thing.
Wow. Okay.
It looks very strange to me. Like it
It's
looks
like-
it looks
yeah.
wrong. I don't know.
There's something in my brain saying something's not right here.
Yeah,
It's unnatural.
that's a good term for it. And then we have a few more here. Next is a giant Mayan temple.
Okay. Oh.
And it looks
My
like they've put all
goodness.
kinds of detail in here. You can see like
That's so crazy.
I don't know. Are these like Islander peoples?
Oh, yeah, there's tons of. Look
Yeah.
how many. There's King Kahukas all over the place.
Yeah.
My goodness. That
Isn't that crazy?
is nuts. Like, just building the temple for once, as one thing would be
Yeah.
pretty impressive. But to do all this crazy detail, man, that is something else.
Yeah, and you can see compared to how those people, you can see how big it
It
is.
is very large, yes.
So, next we have a Fort Legorado XXL.
Legorito.
No, it says Legorado.
Legorodo?
That's how it's done.
Legorodo.
What says Ford
Roto-Rooter.
Legorado? It says Ford Legorado.
Ford?
So I was trying to fix Ford. I don't know.
Ford.
All right. Anyways,
It's a Ford Bronco.
it's a large Native American fort
okay.
with mountains
Sorry,
and
okay.
Indian village behind the mountains. So you can see
Okay.
the,
Yeah, it's Fort
the mountain
Legorito.
with the tongue. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, look at those
Or
wagons.
Legorito, as you like to call
Legorito.
them.
Yeah.
Like Doritos.
Legorito.
Yeah.
Legorito Doritos.
Yeah. When I saw this makes me think of Tim.
Yeah,
He has
me too.
the Western layout. So
Yeah, man.
And look at all those figs. Because that's not all. That's not just one set. That's like it says XXL.
No way. Yeah, that's impressive.
And then my personal favorite, floating cranes.
Personal favorite.
So
Okay.
it's not birds.
Oh, that's what he means by floating. Literally like floating in water.
Yeah.
Dang, how do they ballast those?
I don't know. That's
That is-
crazy, isn't it?
Like they got to go into the ground at some point. That's crazy.
There's a second picture of it from the other side.
Ultraship.com. That's impressive. Man.
So, there you go.
Man, that's some skill right
So there you go.
That is
Those are some
skills.
great submissions. So thank you for sending those in,
that's for
SG.
sure. Yeah, SG, man.
And so now, is it time for comments? Is that what you're saying?
We can get through comment. I feel like we're going a little long here,
Well,
as usual.
if we're going to do comments, then let me play this.
Uh-oh.
It's time for comments.
It's kind of catchy.
There you go, Alex. We have a new stinger.
I don't know. Who approved that?
Fiverton Gal approved it.
Oh, well, she is the boss, so.
Do you not like them? I thought you liked that kind of thing.
What do you guys think about that?
Do you need to see it again?
It's time for comments.
It's kind of catchy. Was that the surprise?
That was the surprise. There goes
Surprise! Oh, man. That was awesome. Gosh, I can't compose
Should we
my-
create little stingers for every segment?
Absolutely. That's why people watch us. They don't watch us till you see us yammering
I don't know.
on.
You heard Shy talk about old guy. Sure. Gets in your brain.
Yeah, it does.
like a worm.
It's pretty catchy. It's pretty catchy.
Well, it even said so.
Pretty catchy.
Didn't it?
I just,
It's time time for comments.
It's kind of catchy. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, I don't know. Sure, why not? Why not? All right, let's start here. Okay, so this is from our episode where we ate In-N-Out.
Okay.
Okay, just so y'all know. So Ty Novell says, nice Star Wars Advent calendar. Is that Jason or Fiverton Gal's calendar?
Oh, this was the Life Day calendar.
Life Day calendar, yeah.
That was our family. It would... Fiverton Gal is fine with it, we'll just say, but it would not be her thing.
Not be her thing. Okay, gotcha. Let's see. Yitz Shack. In my experience, when I am missing a brick and I have an extra brick, usually I use the wrong brick somewhere. I think that's most people's experience.
In a normal set, that is the case.
Yeah.
This was a Bricklink set, and
yeah, Matt
I've
Potter.
seen some people say they've had a few issues here or there.
Yeah, we have a response from Matt Potter. Says, yeah, it has happened to my wife and I many times. Yeah, you're not alone. See.
Or the other time is sometimes it's in the bag. If I'm missing
yes,
a piece.
that's true. That's
usually,
what you look first.
It's either in the bag or like under my feet.
But that's why I don't like the paperbacks, because you can't see inside of them. It's annoying as heck, man. Yeah. All right, hey, Chef Eddie, all right. I always call on Mondays to enroll in anything. Maybe Alex can tell us the secret code to punch into the computerized menu so we can bypass the wait time.
0.
But my real question is, what is the best time to call the landline? Stay Oswald-ified. Press 0. It depends on the IVR. There you go. Should we read the replies or should we keep going? I don't know. Let me see if they look at it. Tyler Novell says, best time to call the LAN is when it's working hours in Bill and Denmark. Yeah, they don't respond outside of working hours. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. All right, let's move on. I LOL. This is Ty Novell again. There we go. I LOL when Alex started ranting about work. Well, I can rant about work. I wonder if LEGO customer support also works in the same way Alex does. It'd be interesting to see if they have a contact center. I don't know.
I would probably say the day after Thanksgiving is not the best day to call LEGO customer service. No. Mardi Gras Man 23 says, hey, I'm older than both of you. Well, we should hope so. I think this was where we were talking about, and you were saying the younger people, and I said like who, Joe Bowling and Earl.
Oh,
you're the one naming names. Yeah.
Ty Novell says, somehow I feel as if this is the Earl episode with the number of times they mentioned you in it. And he responds, says, what can I say? I seem to grow on you.
So does fungus.
There's a fungus among us. All right.
There's a cream for that. It's Mardi Gras cream.
Mardi Gras cream. Get it in stores today. Order on Amazon.com. All right, Ty Novell says, wow, I didn't realize that Cafe Corner had 2 different boxes. Yeah, it does. Can you do a show and tell for them, please, Alex? Yeah, sure. I'll go down and find them. That's fine. Ty Novell again. I remember in Jabo's parody of Breaking News, he had a huge chicken dinner for the food segment. Yeah, it really was a big dinner, a plate of food. I think we have gone full circle with the burger dinner in this episode. And Neapolitan shake sounds amazing. Well, it was. Yeah. There's a guy named Brickzar. Never heard of this guy. I unfortunately have bought multiple instructions for the $100 to $200 range. Really? Oh, wow. At least 2 sticker sheets for $200. I've had auctions I wanted to get for the box only to have the sellers say they would just throw away the box to save on shipping. Multiple times I've said, I only want the box. I'd rather they threw away the pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Dang, man. Yeah, I had no idea. That was a revelation to me about box value and instruction value.
Yep.
Just Collect says, thanks so much for enjoying my city. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. It was definitely a setup for Halloween. Next is Christmas and expanding with more tables. Keep up the awesome content. Well, thank you very much. And thanks for sharing your content. Yep. This guy named Bricksar again has a timestamp of 1 hour and 1 minute. Says, I have had someone buy from my Bricklink store to fulfill their Amazon listing, then couldn't figure out the address of their friend. Took me 2 seconds to find his listing on Amazon. He paid $500 and was selling it for $900. So only idiots buy from Amazon discontinued sets. Wow. Wow. SG Brick, hey, there you go. Watching the food segment while preparing dinner. A beef stew with dark beer slow cooked for 3 hours and Belgian fries, not salted for me. Great episode. I love it. Keep on going. Greets, SG from Belgium. And you just made me hungry. Thank you.
I was going to say, I need some dinner.
It is about dinner time, yeah. All right. Tony Montana DS says, you guys lost me at this U.S. Medicare stuff. No idea what you're referring to, but that's okay. At least I know not to call after your Thanksgiving. There you go. Learn something. Jennifer Lively, 6550. Love the end with the Veterans Tribute. That was really nice. That was really nice. The Shy Times images were really cool.
I didn't ask him. I just took the ones from Brick World, and I was like, I was in Florida, and I was going to reuse one of our commercials, and I was like, oh, it's Veterans Day.
Yeah,
the day before, but I'm like, I'm just going to do this.
It was really nice. Anyway. Well done, well done.
Thank you.
Some dude named Brick Trains says, train pun. Trains are fun, hence the pun. Yeah, sorry, I'll stay on track. All right, Joe Bowling. While Jason was remembering Ralph Wiggums, I choose you, Valentine. I was imagining Alex as old man yells at clown. It reminded me of the time I caught the ferry to Shelbyville. I needed a new heel for my shoe, so I tied an onion to my belt, which was the style at the time. Thanks, Joe. Mardi Gras Man 23. I was doing some packing and this video flew by. Not sure if it was because I was preoccupied with packing or because it was so good and smooth. Great job. Oh, it was so good and smooth. You know that, Earl, right? Obviously. That's yes. Joe Bowling. I built 3 BDP sets and 2 of them had a piece missing. I'm guessing more used a digital instructions with BDP and rebrickable, but I use my phone, which works okay. Wow, no kidding. I use the phone for that. Oh, another one from Joe. We don't have In-N-Out in Indiana or any other truly regional chain I can think of, but in high school, I worked at a burger place called Flaky Jake's that only had locations in Indianapolis and Louisville. My first job there was making shakes and sundaes in the sweet shop. Cool. Our secret menu didn't include Neapolitan shakes, but we did make real cherry and vanilla Coke. Real. Using the sundae toppings and shake flavors. That sounds delicious.
Yeah.
Flaky Joe's. There you go.
Flaky Jake's.
Was it Jake's? Oh, Flaky Jake's. From Joe. Just call it Flaky Joe, Joe. There you go.
Flaky Joe.
Flaky Joe. Hey, that's not like, hey, we just call that guy Flaky Joe. He's kind of flaky. Sorry, I realized after I said it, okay?
This is Flaky Joe.
Flaky Joe's. All right, sorry, guys. DL Bricks, hey. Jabo's upsized headlight brick is awesome. I agree, it is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Mossy River Rock says, gotta love the lead. Yes. Is this the one that we got? Oh my gosh, hold on, this is great. Mossy River Rock, okay. Gotta love the lead brain Gen Xers who still don't understand why mascotizing, is that a word? Mascotizing Native Americans is a bad thing, but don't know why I watch this show occasionally. Well, we don't know why either. You know, I will say this. Occasionally on this show, I might say something, I don't know about him, that might offend you.
I don't say much, it's mostly him.
I usually go off, and as I'm going
That's
off...
how I don't offend people, I just
say
let him
things.
talk.
He's like, I'll let him get himself in trouble. So I apologize if I've offended you. But I will say this, I take no offense in being called a lead brain Gen Xer. That's pretty cool. Hey, is that a new word that we're going to use for ourselves?
Gen Xer?
No.
Lead brain?
You know how we call ourselves the other guy? Is this the new one? The lead brain Gen Xers.
Well, you can.
Welcome to the Lead Brain Gen Xers podcast.
It's
we hope you guys
of
enjoy.
the paint and the gas we used to use. It all had lead.
Lead-based paint on your in your child's nursery. All right.
Tastes great. Less filling.
Thanks, Mossy River Rock. We love you too. All right. Mini Don Do Lego at he's got a timestamp of 31:52.
Oh yeah, Mimi Don Do Lego. So I have a question because I was thinking about this. I saw. So I'm guessing this is someone named Mimi and someone named Dawn, and they share an account.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think it's just Dawn that's into Lego? Or is it maybe just Mimi likes our channel, and Dawn's like, I hate those guys? Like, I was wondering, like...
getting both on board is going to be kind of a tough thing.
I don't know.
Yeah. It's like,
sorry, I couldn't help it.
Mindy, Alex, do Lego. Like, my wife's like, Sure. But he's got a timestamp of 31:52. Not guess that price. Call it the over-under. Oh, yeah. We were talking about like maybe guessing the price on boxes or something like that.
Yeah.
You're also going to have to change the thing to old guy, new long sleeve shirt. Great episode as always, guys. Thank you. That's awesome. All right. James Rolfe, 1651. I really wish we had In-N-Out. I only get it on West Coast travel. So jealous.
I wish we had In-N-Out right now.
It does sound good, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. I can't have anything where I bite into right now.
Because you're reading comments?
No, because I took out all my front teeth.
What?
They're all gone. Yeah, these are all like kind of a plasticky material.
You have
That's
fake
temporary.
teeth now?
I have. Well, they.
You're that old? Now you have dentures?
Time out. So I had a problem with my front teeth not being symmetrical, and I've been wanting to change it for a long time. And I went in right after we recorded. That Tuesday I went in and they took out all of my front, like not just the front teeth, but the front 6 teeth, okay? And I'm getting all of them replaced. But I have this temporary bridge in it right now,
Okay.
and it looks awful. So I'm not smiling much tonight.
Couldn't they do braces or something to straighten them or whatever?
Nope. You want to know why?
Because you're too old?
Because I have a post right here. I knocked out my tooth when I was 16. And 18 years ago, I got infected and I had to get it redone. And I had this post in, but there's a whole backstory. It got messed up. And over time, something they put in temporarily to help it work has disintegrated. Meaning my teeth looked worse and worse and worse over the years. Not just because I'm getting older, but because I had that done.
Yeah.
Moral of the story, take care of your teeth and don't roughhouse when you're a teenager. When your mom says, don't roughhouse in the pool, someone's going to knock a tooth out, and you keep roughhousing, and sure enough, a tooth gets knocked out. They don't grow back. So
when are you getting the new permanents?
Today, as this video is going.
Oh, like today?
In fact, yeah, it's Tuesday.
Do we got to hurry and finish up here so you can go?
I gotta go.
I get what you mean.
It's funny.
As today, as in a few days.
As this is airing, I'm in the chair.
Are you going to the Lego store when you're done?
I don't know. It depends on how I feel. I might just want to go right home. But I want to try out my new teeth. So I'm going to go.
Because
I have
Are
not.
you going to go to the...
I have.
Wait. I have to know. Does this mean you're going to go to the pick-a-brick wall, put bricks together, and try to pull them apart with your new teeth? Is that what you mean by you're going to try them?
Yes! I break it right away.
I've come back 30 minutes later, my tooth...
I'll be really close to the dentist. But I've already broken this thing twice. In fact, I've broken the part of it this morning.
The temporary thing?
The temporary thing, yeah. It's not meant to be permanent. So it's fragile. And I broke it almost right away, and I went in and they patched it. It looks awful, but it's when you look at it from far away, it looks normal. It's like, hey, what's up? It doesn't look like they're fake, but yeah, it's a lot of time in a chair, a lot of shots, and a lot of money. Finally getting it fixed the way I want it to get fixed.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So.
Is it going to come out? Like, are you going to be able to take them out in an episode and be like, back in my day, we used to have teeth? Something like that.
That would be awesome.
That'd be awesome.
That would be awesome. But no, I don't want that to happen.
Maybe like on a video when you're blowing out the candles and the teeth come out.
You know, that's going to happen eventually. All right, that will happen eventually. Just give it time. We'll be doing this podcast. I'm doing comments.
It's like eating the food segment and his teeth come out.
Yes.
Old guy, new teeth. Tune in next week.
Hey, that's right. Well, it won't be next week.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. I'll have my new teeth. You guys will check it out.
Maybe we'll have to make a stinger for that.
Gosh. Oh my gosh. You guys, it's awful. All right, moving right along here. But yes,
no one knew. You didn't have to tell us.
I found out that over half of what I eat is something that I'm biting into, like it's a sandwich or it's a burger, and I'm like.
So what have you been eating? Like soups?
Anything?
Jell-O?
Oh no, it's not soft food. My back teeth are fine. I can chew things. It's just I can't bite into things.
Yeah. So what are you like?
Well, anything you eat with a fork. I'm just shoveling food in my mouth, so I can have like a turkey dinner. I had a turkey dinner yesterday. It was great. But yeah, I've had to
so
just...
any handheld food. Or
any handheld food like
about,
this.
like a candy bar.
If it's
anything.
a cookie, it's got to be bite-sized. Something I just throw into my mouth. Anything like that is fine. But even doing that, sometimes it chips and breaks. So like it chipped this morning, but not bad enough that it's like, whoa, you're missing a big part of your tooth. But I'm like, it's only 2 days away.
Well,
so
why did they make it out of old Lego plastic?
Yeah. Because I requested it. I was like, you know what? Let's go.
Let's
Lego
do this. Channel. Let's do this
right. Let's do this right. Jeez. All right. I went off on a weird path there. Let's see. Sonia Halcom, 7002. Love the occasional In-N-Out meal. We have them here in Texas, and the line usually wraps around the building. Nice sponsor. It does here too. Like it's been here for a long
I went to one
time.
in Dallas on our way out of town because that was my
Man.
daughter's last in and out.
Oh,
and
yeah.
both of us, it was so good. Like I don't know what it was, but that one was even better.
Quality you can taste.
It was. I
Yeah.
tasted all of it.
Hey, Jimbo Bricks, I'm definitely going to enroll in Medicare with Alex the Monday after Thanksgiving. Oh, you're not. He also says, I use my iPad for the BDP instructions and it works fine. Yeah, I use my computer. I set it up on my computer and I just build next to it and it works. And I usually have a movie going on too. Or breaking news or the A Full podcast. Check them out. Jimbo Bricks. Hey, Jimbo's got a lot of comments.
That one.
Oh, okay. The other guy, 36. If you
There's a lot of other guys.
There is a lot of other guys. They're like just creating these accounts, all right? If you could each visit another Lego YouTuber city, whose would it be?
I would go visit Brick Crafts. Because Alex doesn't even have like a downtown now, so. No, but the stuff he's built is just incredible. So that's the one I would visit.
You know where I'd go? No joke.
What?
Brick Trains.
Okay.
I just want to see that basement. That's cool. Is it a basement? It's a basement, right?
Yeah, it is. It's a basement.
I just think that's a cool looking. Like I don't know
With all
what's
the
going on
trains.
down there with the trains, but it looks like almost like it's the back. It's almost like it's the back room of a store, like a Lego store, like a mom and pop shop kind of a thing. I'm like, that looks intriguing to me. Yeah. And when he's walking around, I was like, wow, I would want to check it out. That's all.
His would be cool. I did see Jabo just did a video. I think it's still members only as of the recording of this.
Yeah.
Where he showed the most amazing Lego city and it was his. And it was like, it was showing all the problems. Like he has a city and it's been neglected and there's like crap built up on it. Boxes in the way. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, there you go. All right, Jimbo Bricks again. I hope Lego never gets rid of paper instructions. I keep all of mine. Agree with Jason. If they go paperless, Lego will not pass on savings to the consumer. Yes.
No.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you too. He also says, I hope Lego never gets rid of... Oh, this is a duplicate. Yeah, it is a duplicate. All right. Okay. He also says, need animal fries to go with the animal double. Animal fries. Yeah, I know. Animal fries are okay, but
I will tell you the
just like
problem I have with the animal style fries at In-N-Out. They are like the most expensive thing. They're like as much as a double.
There you go. Okay, he just says here, they just opened up one in Layton. In-N-Out is fantastic.
Oh, is it open now? Okay.
Guess
I
so.
knew they were building one.
And he says, I'm going to get the Neapolitan shake on my next visit.
Nice.
There you go. Contra Bricks, Build Craze, 8916. Hi, Alex. Jason. Hi. Nice short, Jason. Cred, yes, Alex, his voice stands out. That's for sure. Dang, you guys are classic funny. I love these comments. Battles are back. We had them in the last vid. Only if there was big ice cream. Oh my, Jason, run into Will Smith. Word. I got his first album, double cassette tape. Oh, wow. English is not his first language. Ready to find. I would so love to get Will to sign it. I was on his DJ live stream last week. There you go.
So, I went to Disney World.
No.
I saw someone famous.
Let's hear it, Jason.
So we're there, and we were there the day that they were filming. I don't want to spoil this for people, but they do the Christmas parade that they show on Christmas Day.
Oh, okay.
They film that like a month or two before, right?
Okay, makes
Because the
sense,
park's
sure.
already set up, and that way the weather is good, whatever.
Yeah.
And the people don't have to work, I guess, on Christmas Day. Maybe it used to not be that way. I don't know, but now that's how they do it. So they were filming that, and we could have watched it, but I didn't care to sit. Like my daughter got signed up for it. It was like 5 hours. We'd have sat there and watched the parade go back and forth. So we did. I was like, I don't really want to do that. So we're there. We're visiting, going on rides, and we're over on the side with like Adventureland and Frontierland, whatever. And we're working our way across the hub, the center of the park, like in front of the castle, over towards Tomorrowland. And they were filming some stuff there, and we had seen them. They'd have a firework burst every so often.
Yeah.
So we're coming across, and we hear someone's up there singing, performing, whatever, and we're trying to navigate through this massive crowd. And, I look and I see there's someone up there performing, and it was someone performing a song that was made famous by Elton John.
Oh, okay.
I can't think of it.
Don't say it because I'm going to start belting it out.
I can't remember the name of it all of a sudden. Dang it. Anyways, so we're going along, and I look, and I'm like, oh, that's a pretty good version of Elton John. It was Elton John. He was up there performing.
You saw Elton John performing, actually performing.
Yeah, we didn't really stop because number one, you're in the walkway and they get on you. But
Right.
I did
Keep
see him
moving.
up there singing, and
That's
it was
cool.
funny because they did the same song multiple times. So it's not like I wouldn't want to sit here and watch someone perform
Well,
the same
that's
song 8 times.
so
or
that's
whatever.
why it costs $400 to get into Disneyland now.
I guess
They had
I
to
don't
pay
know.
Elton.
I guess so.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so I did see Elton John.
I'm sure they'll bring the ticket prices down after.
Yeah. They'll bring it down when Lego brings their prices down. I think that's
That's cool.
schedule.
That's pretty cool, man.
So I did laugh when I saw him. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have to tell Alex. He'll think it's funny.
That is fun. I'm
'Cause we just talked
laughing.
about that.
I'm laughing.
Not so much. Continue.
All right, Illusion 30 has a mark of 3054. That's a popular mark. Must have had something going on there. Also, that coastal city is sweet. Oh yeah, the city that
The review.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very colorful, and the large beach makes it look a lot less blocky. Yeah, it did. That was a good layout. Kenneth Swan 4657. Love the paper instructions. Hope Lego never gets rid of them. It's my main way to get away from the computer technology for a while. Yeah, you're not wrong, man. Jimbo Brick says, as a veteran, I approve of this sponsor. Thanks, Shy. Absolutely. And thank you for your service, Jimbo Bricks.
Yes, thank you.
Brick Jams 4632. Creed is coming back. They have a reunion tour. Here, can you bring the tour back?
We'll review that poll next week.
Just watch us next week. Okay, Bricks in Space. All right. No, In and Out here, near me, being centrally located. I have had it one time when I was in San Diego. It was good, but I cannot say it is the best. Shy sponsor video was amazing. Love the lighting on the flag. Yeah, you got a lot of shout outs for that.
No, Shy did.
Well, yeah, but still. But yeah, but no,
But
well, right, you know
it
what
just
I mean.
fit, so it's fine.
It did.
Like we've talked about before, sometimes it gets hard to come up with an idea.
It's hard. All right, John Vocatura.
On Vocatura.
Ha! I love how you blew off work to go eat a burger for breakfast. Awesome.
Yes, it was. It was very awesome.
That is pretty cool.
All these people happy, high five, and in and out.
Bricks.
Forget that.
Bricks on an Island. $250 for a Lego instruction is way out of reach for me. Well, me too. I'd rather use the digital instruction. If I wanted a specific modular and it was $200 less, I guess I would buy it without the instructions. Yeah, me too, probably. I just flattened all my boxes to save space. On the other hand, I will never throw away my paper instructions, even those for the small sets. Wow, there you go. He's one of those guys.
There you go.
All right. Kelly Jones, 2902. I think there's been a few Lego space shuttles. You guys are clearly not avid viewers of They Might Be Bricks.
That's Jumbo's son.
Oh, love it. They might be bricks. Okay, now I know.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think it became apparent when we started looking how many shuttles there were. It was like, oh, there are a lot. I was thinking there was just a couple, but well,
You were wrong, dude.
we don't know everything of Lego. That's why we talk about other stuff.
Shocking.
And we don't know about that either.
All right, this is Hall Bricker. Hey, Alex, I was very touched and also laughed about your best burger ever comment. You asked the camera to guess the best burger you've ever had. I answered to the screen. Nations. Yeah, Nations. Before you said Giant Burger in Fremont, we agreed to agree. The chain is called Nations Giant Hamburger. There are a few of them throughout Northern California. I grew up with them in my hometown, and their burgers can't be beat. Agree. There you go. Yeah, Nations. Okay, yeah. Oh, it's so good. Man, I could go for that right now, man.
But you couldn't because
But
your
I
teeth
can't,
are old
'cause I don't
and
have my
brittle.
teeth. Ah. Okay, we got Alphonse Suit Person. Okay. I could see the $500 one being a heavily damaged box or no instructions, sealed bags, something along those lines. Oh, was that the
we were looking
the
at,
modular?
there was a modular that was available.
A Green Grocer, I think.
Probably.
One Clever Pig at $6.55. Alex, I'm not an American citizen. I am not a retiree, and I have never called a Medicare call center on any day of the week for that matter. Can you provide any guidance? Just don't do it. If you don't have to do it, for the love of All that is holy. Never call a contact
Or
center.
is he asking for guidance on the Canadian medical? We don't know. I didn't.
Well, that's very different. Mayo Hasco, 23 is not old, but I like listening to your old man problems. Thanks.
It'll be here before you know it, Mayo.
Yeah, it
Don't
does.
you worry.
Man, enjoy your 20s, man. Oh, just enjoy those 20s. They're amazing time. Amazing time. You don't appreciate it until it's over, I guess. There's a reason why I don't like working full-time at my office Mondays. Only North American boxes have piece counts because of the Fair Packaging and Labeling Act. I'm a train fan. I like the puns. I'll listen to this podcast at work every release day now. Thanks, man. We appreciate that. We got some of the young guys out there. Oh, here's another comment from Mayo. Honestly, Old Guy New Shirt needs to be its own weekly video because this is a podcast, not a video. I watch videos. I listen to podcasts. Oh, yeah, he's got a point. But in this case, you can watch and listen.
It's a daily video if you watch Javo, which I know you do. So
there you go. Yeah, it's true. Oldbeck, genuinely enjoy the show, and I know you guys were just having fun. But I think what is actually wrong with society is lack of empathy for other people's lives or lived experiences. I am happy you have never had to come to terms with a brand marketing a product that profits from a racial stereotype that targets you. But when I put on my empathy hat and think about it from someone else's perspective, i.e. be empathetic, I could see how they could feel that is pretty messed up. Yeah, maybe that's what the other guy was on me about.
That's probably what they were talking about.
Yeah, for sure. No, good comment. We appreciate that. Absolutely, man. Put yourself in other people's shoes. Guleri? Mm-hmm. I recently got the Daily Bugle building and plan to build it without damage. Cool. Me too. That's what I did anyway. I have a few superheroes in my city and guess I will have a few more
have a Daily Bugle
after
in your city?
building the Bugle.
You don't have anything in your downtown.
Sad. It's all gone. It's just an empty grassy field. That's not even real Lego. The Batman signal is placed on top of the Ghostbusters HQ. Hey, cool. But that's interesting. But I plan to build a mock police station, police HQ, and put it there when it is done. That's awesome. All right. Lornaldrick 7105. Generally speaking, given the cost of the BDP sets, LEGO does not pass on the savings to the customers. So they should be making the instruction books for those that do receive the sets in box. The other guys too? Cricked. And he also has another comment here. It is genuinely ridiculous how much LEGO boxes and instructions can sell for. I'm sure I've got lots of the old instructions and even some boxes. Maybe I should look them up and see what they sell for. Yeah, seriously. Wait a sec. How are their boxes selling in new condition? If the box is not used, it should still have the set in it.
Maybe that's a loophole. If you get a new box, it's going to have a set, and you get it for just the box price.
There you go. There's a loophole for sure, guys. Dazmania UK. What a great and fun episode. Thumbs up. Alex should be the brick of knowledge with the Cafe Corner box info. Yeah. There would be very few people who would know about the two box type unless they also bought two and were lucky enough to get the different boxes, which I was. I love the guess the price segment idea, especially if you have the yodeling climber too. The food segment was good too. No In-N-Out here in the UK. Which looked nice, although we would never get the shake up the straw, as we have to use all paper straws now and suffer from straw collapse. That is the worst. Yeah. I'm so
Especially
sorry.
with cold drinks, it's frozen.
That is awful, man. Awful stuff, man. It's all right. We made it through the comments section with.
We did.
The comment section.
It's catchy.
It's catchy.
All right, you want to take us out, Alex?
Let's get the heck out of here. That was a lot of fun. Thank you guys so much for watching. We appreciate it. And as always, we'll see you guys next week, next Tuesday. Hope you guys enjoyed this day. And as always, Jason, we would like to thank
today's sponsor.
This episode of Breaking News is brought to you by Octan Car Rentals. Renting a car has never been easier. Use our app or book online. No need to wait in lines. Just sign in and your vehicle will be waiting for you. With new locations opening in all major LEGO cities, including Minneapolis, we have you covered. Octan Car Rentals. Rentals made easy.